Up next on Lion TV, we have Jackson Haar with their weather updates, Phoenix Pruitt with Line of the Week, Connor and Eric with discography,
and me, Connor Love, with all your sports updates regarding homecoming. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Friday, Cersei High. We hope you all have enjoyed your homecoming week. I'm Lily Lindsay.
And I'm Jacob Shoei. Who's excited for the big game tonight? And who's excited for the homecoming assembly?
That's right. We'll see you in the Lion Arena at 2 o'clock for the assembly and 6:25 for the game festivities.
But right now, it's time to jump into some of our school announcements. There will be a meeting on Tuesday at 7:30 a.m. in the food pantry room. Make sure you are signing up for volunteer events and have notifications set for Schoology.
Next Wednesday is Bullying Awareness Day. Make sure to wear your boots that day to take a stand to stomp out bullying.
The Chick and Sophie Major Scholarship Fund is sponsoring a memorial duck calling contest for high school seniors on November 24th at 11 a.m. in Stuttgart. You may enter the morning of the contest at Stuttgart Chamber of Commerce on Main Street, or you can enter in advance by contacting the Chamber of Commerce at 870-573-1602. There is no entry fee, but you can bring your transcript from the guidance counselor's office.
Don't forget that the Cersei High School College Fair will happen next Tuesday from 8:40 to 10:15 a.m. and will be held in the cafeteria. All juniors and seniors will be attending, with juniors attending from 8:40 to 9:30 and seniors attending from 9:40 to 10:15. If you have a planning period and could help monitor students, we would greatly appreciate it. Email Bonnie Hollyfield if you have any questions.
It is important tonight for our homecoming game to follow the Lions Stadium guidelines that the Cersei District puts in place for the safety of our students and stakeholders. The following guidelines are designed to create a safe and supportive environment for all. 1. Children in middle school or younger should be accompanied by an adult. 2. Students should refrain from running or playing while under the bleachers or in the restricted areas. 3. If you leave the stadium, you must pay to re-enter the stadium. 4. Please refrain from standing on the fence in front of the bleachers.
Hey Jacob, I've kind of been in my feelings recently. I wonder what's up with that.
Me too. Must be the teenage fever going around, or maybe trust issues?
No, seriously, I've been so nice for what?
Well, at least I could say we started from the bottom, now we're here. All jokes aside, we can't wait to see what's going on in the world of discography.
Good morning, Cersei High. I'm Connor Love.
And I'm Eric Crowley.
And welcome to another episode of Discography.
Today's episode of Discography is about Drizzy, Champagne Poppy, the Sixth God himself.
I think you need to get the point.
Oh, sorry. Today, we're talking about Drake.
Before Drake got into music, he was most well known for playing the character of Jimmy Brooks in the teen drama series Degrassi, The Next Generation.
In 2006, however, he pursued a career in music, releasing his first mixtape, Room for Improvement, that year, and following it up with Comeback Season and So Far Gone, which were released in 2007 and 2009 respectively.
In 2010, Drake would finally release his first studio album, Thank Me Later, with some notable tracks from the album being Over, Find Your Love, Miss Me, and Fancy.
His next two albums, Take Care and Nothing Was the Same, truly propelled him to the forefront of hip-hop, with Drake winning the Grammy for Best Rap Album in 2013, for Take Care and Nothing Was the Same being on many Album of the Year lists.
In 2016, he released his fourth studio album, Views, which saw him switch up his style from less hip-hop and more dancehall, which is a type of Jamaican music popularized in the 1970s. Some of the most popular songs Drake has ever released are on this album, with One Dance and one of his most well-known songs, Hotline Bling.
Along with Hotline Bling, he created this iconic meme.
Truly one of the greats. Anyways, in 2018, he released the double album Scorpio with songs like Nice for What, I'm Upset, Don't Matter to Me, Nonstop, Mob Ties, God's Plan, and In My Feelings.
Risha, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me.
However, some would say that Drake's form has dipped a bit with his last two albums, Certified Lover Boy and honestly, Nevermind, not doing well critically. but his latest album with 21 Savage, Her Loss, was received well.
His upcoming album, For All the Dogs, is currently set to release on October 8th, and trust me, that is a release I cannot wait for.
I agree, but what I'm wondering is, what does the rest of the school think about Drake?
I really don't know. How about we ask him?
What is your favorite Drake song?
God's Plan.
I'm gonna say, What's Next? What is your favorite Drake album?
Scorpion.
I really do like his Certified Lover Boy album.
Oh, so that's what they think.
Yep. And even though there's so much more to talk about, like the Drake, the type of guy memes, and whatever this hairstyle was, but if we kept talking, we'd be here all day. So signing off, I'm Eric Crowley.
And I'm Connor Love. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks, Eric and Connor. I love Drake.
Do you love him or his actual music?
Honestly, both. I can't wait to hear who they focus on next in discography.
Me too. I think it's time for some news though.
Someone in Governor Sarah Sanders' office instructed state employees to be reimbursed on a months-old invoice for a $19,000 lectern and specifically told them not to date the notation. That's according to a newly unearthed email published on social media yesterday by Jay Orsi, a citizen journalist who obtained it through a Freedom of Information Act request.
In national news, high school students' scores on the ACT college admissions test have dropped to their lowest in more than 3 decades, showing a lack of student preparedness for college-level coursework, according to the nonprofit organization that administers the test. Scores have been falling for 6 consecutive years, but the trend accelerated during the COVID-19 pandemic.
U.S. Representative George Santos stole the identities of donors to his campaign and then used their credit cards to ring up tens of thousands of dollars in unauthorized charges, according to a new indictment followed Tuesday. He then wired some of his own money to his own personal bank account, prosecutors said, while using the rest to inflate his campaign coffers.
In the days since Hamas militants stormed into Israel last Saturday morning, a flood of videos and photos showing the conflict have filled social media, making it difficult for onlookers from around the world to sort fact from fiction. While plenty of real imagery and accounts on the carnage have emerged, they have been intermingled with users pushing false claims and misrepresenting videos from other events. Among the fabrications, users have shared false claims that a top Israeli commander had been kidnapped, circulated a doctored White House falsified video showing President Joe Biden announcing billions in aid for Israel, and pushed old and unrelated videos of Russian President Vladimir Putin with inaccurate English captions. Not gonna lie, Lily, I'm pretty worried about tonight.
Why so?
I really hope the temperature for tonight's game won't be as bad as it's been this week. I'll be drenching the suit jacket if that's the case.
Well, luckily, Jackson Har has some updates on tonight's weather and what the foreseeable future has in store for us. Let's hear it, Jackson.
Hi, I'm Jackson Har. Let's get right into these weather updates. Today we have partly cloudy skies with a high of 81. The rain is at a 9% chance. The winds are coming in from the south-southwest at 13 miles an hour. The humidity is 72%, and the sun rose at 7:11 a.m. On to tonight. Tonight we've got clear skies for the homecoming game, low of 52. The rain is at a 6% chance. The winds are coming in from the west-northwest at 8 miles an hour. Humidity is 70%, and the sun set at 6:34 p.m. On to the almanac. We have a high of 75 and a low of 52. The monthly average of precipitation is 4.13 inches, and the month to date is 1.23 inches. On to the 5cast. Saturday, we've got mostly sunny skies with a high of 70 and a low of 52 with a 1% chance of rain. Sunday, we've got partly cloudy skies with a high of 65 and a low of 45 with a 2% chance of rain. Monday, we've got partly cloudy skies with a high of 65 and a low of 41 with a 2% chance of rain. Tuesday, we've got mostly sunny skies with a high of 69 and a low of 42 with a 4% chance of rain. And Wednesday with mostly sunny skies and a high of 75, a low of 50, and a 6% chance of rain. Looks like tonight's weather will be great for the homecoming game. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jackson. Looks like you were overreacting about the weather tonight. You should be good to wear the suit jacket.
Whew, what a relief. Now that that problem is solved, it's time to move on to a different one. I completely forgot to eat breakfast this morning before coming to the studio. Do you know what's for lunch today, Lily?
I sure do. Today for lunch, we'll be having breaded beef fingers, classic cheese pizza, classic cheeseburger, fresh Fuji apple, spinach and romaine salad, and milk.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Lily. I don't think that solved my problem at all. In fact, I think it made it way worse. I'm even more hungry.
Well, it looks like you'll have to wait a little bit longer before then. Don't let your hanger forget to thank the lunch ladies for all the hard work they put into our delicious meals.
Trust me, I won't. Hey Lily, you know what else I can't wait for?
What's that, Jacob?
Wrestling. It's been a long 9 months without it, and I don't even think November can come any slower.
I know, right? Well, luckily for us, as we wait for the season to start, Phoenix Pruitt has a new line of the week featuring one of our wrestlers here at the high school. Let's hear it, Phoenix.
Good morning, Cersei. Welcome back to Line of the Week, where we talk to talented and skilled students here at SHS. I'd like to introduce our special guest, Xavion Floyd. What got you into wrestling?
I was in 8th grade. Coach Evans just asked me that I want to do wrestling. I'm thinking in my head, I don't want to hit people with chairs. I'm like, no, I'm good, Coach Evans. And I finally figured out what it was, and I just thought about joining it, so I did it.
Gotcha. What are some struggles?
Struggles, cutting weight, maintaining weight, staying on weight.
Gotcha. What goes into cutting weight and gaining weight and everything like that?
Gaining weight, like eating food you're not supposed to, just overeating food, cutting weight, running on the Stairmaster, running the treadmill, going on mile runs, running a lot.
Gotcha. How has it affected your teamwork skills in any way?
It just got me the mindset of I gotta be a better person, help the freshmen, sophomores, juniors, all that, just be a good team leader.
What is your favorite aspect of wrestling and why?
Aspect of wrestling, I really like to slam people. It gives me like a good boost, getting hyped and wanting to do more stuff.
You like beating people up?
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you, Xavion. I hope to catch any future wrestling tournaments in the future. That's all we've got this week, Cersei. I hope everyone tackles some awesomeness. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Phoenix.
Hey Lily, kind of a dumb question for me to ask about such a big game, but do you know who the Cersei Lions play tonight for homecoming?
Honestly, I have no idea. I do know that Connor Love has updates on the game and other things going on in sports here at our high school.
Happy Friday, Cersei. Got lots to cover in the world of sports, so let's get right into it. Last Thursday, our Lady Lions volleyball team faced off against the West Memphis Blue Devils with a close but satisfying win 3-1. Congratulations to the conference win, and we hope everyone can continue to support this volleyball team during their tournament in 2 weeks. Cersei's esports team have some impressive standings going into the second quarter. There are currently 2 separate Cersei High School Smash Bros teams who are both undefeated, ranked 5th and 20th out of 171 teams. The Cersei Rocket League team is also undefeated and is placed 7th out of 87 teams. And Mario Kart is 9th out of 60 teams, also undefeated. Our Cersei High School tennis teams have their conference and state games this past week. William Killo and Zach Tensinko were doubles champions in conference, as well as Haley Tensinko and Avery Trainum. Cersei won team standings and conference championships on both sides. William and Zach won 3rd place in boys doubles and state, with Haley and Avery placing 2nd in girls doubles, and as finals runner-up. They will represent the 5A in the state overall championships next week. The boys combined scored enough team points that they would finish in a 4-way tie for 2nd place, giving the title as state runner-ups. Congratulations to these talented students, and congratulations to Doc Watson for winning Coach of the Year for Lions and Lady Lions tennis. Our Lions football team is playing the homecoming game tonight against Greene County Tech, who is 1-5 in conference. Finally, on to some national sports. In the NFL, Week 6 is headed our way with some exciting games to include the Saints traveling to Houston to take on the Texans. The 49ers look to continue their win streak after last week against Dallas as they travel to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Jalen Hurts leading the charge as the Eagles go on the road to take on the Jets, and a late-night game where the Cowboys look to overcome a tough loss as they will go to Los Angeles to go up against the Chargers. It's another week of exciting college football games, starting with an early game where Arkansas will have a road game against Alabama, the number 1 Georgia will take on Vanderbilt, and an exciting afternoon head-to-head as the number 8 Oregon looks to continue their win streak as they head to Washington to take on the Huskies. Finally, a late Saturday night game where number 15 ranked Oregon State will take on the number 18 ranked UCLA at home. In the MLB, the Arizona Diamondbacks secured their spot in the ALCS and will take on the winner between the Phillies and the Braves. While the Diamondbacks wait on their opponent, the series between the Rangers and Astros is set to start with their first game taking place on Sunday. In the WNBA, the Las Vegas Aces have taken a 2-0 lead on New York. The Aces look to end the finals, putting New York Liberty in a tough spot, forcing them to have to win 3 games in a row to win the finals. Game 3 is also set in place to take on Sunday. And that's all I've got for you today, Cersei, so make sure to support our Lions football team for the big homecoming game and keep up that spirit. Now, back to the news desk with Lily and Jacob.
Thanks, Connor. Unfortunately, it looks like we've reached the end of today's show of Lion TV. To stay up to date with the news and to watch the homecoming game tonight, make sure to follow us on our YouTube channel at Cersei High Lion TV.
And to follow us on X at Lion TV, Instagram at Cersei Lion TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Lily Lindsay.
And I'm Jacob Shoei. Be sure to look for us tonight on the sidelines, and we hope you all have a safe and exciting homecoming. See you next week, Cersei.